Now, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome in my today's discussion. And in my today's discussion, I want to look at one question. Has the Deputy President run short of ideas, or is this just a change of tact? But before I look at this, I would wish to thank each and every one of you who has had an opportunity to look at our video and probably make a comment on some issues, because these are some of the things that will help us to improve in our presentation. However, apart from that one, I also want to take this opportunity to thank each and every one of you who has subscribed to our channel. And I will request again, if you have subscribed to our channel, kindly give our channel a thumbs up. And for those who are new viewers of our channel, subscribe to our channel so that anytime we are talking about these issues, you are able to get them on time. So as I said at the beginning, my approach or my discussion today is to look at the Deputy Vice President or the Deputy President, William Samoei Ruto. And the question that we're asking ourselves is that, has Ruto run short of ideas, or it is the change of tact? There are very many questions that comes to play when we talk about this. Because number one, when you look at the last few days, the Deputy President William Arap Samoei has tried to take a different approach from what he used to castigate previously. And therefore, the question remains, has the Deputy President run short or out of ideas? Is the Deputy President living in the past while the other Azimio group living in the future and the present? Is the Deputy President talking what people want to listen? I'll do a critical dissection of this, and I will leave it for you to try and find out what might be happening. When you look at the 48 laws of power, the law number 1, if I'm not wrong, says never outshine your boss. All along after the 2017 election, William Samoei Ruto has tried as much as possible to outshine the President Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta. This did not go well with Uhuru, and you can agree with me, as soon as they entered into office 2017, William Samoei Ruto began the campaigns. This campaign caused a lot of disagreement between him and the president, to the point that it has come to the level where the president has to come out clearly and declare his support to Raila Amolo Odinga rather than the deputy president whom he had promised to support come 2022. Why has this happened at this particular time? I think, as I've said in one of my discussions, I think it was the first or the second video, I said politics is a game of perception. And the earlier you create perception on people, after a given time, people will get tired of the perception that you have created. And as a result of it, they will end up looking at it as a common term that should be used every day. Hence, it will contribute to you to start losing support. No wonder today, if you look at what was tweeted, the tweet of Pauline Njoroge, this blogger, and the question that he was asking was, why has the Deputy President support in Mount Kenya dropped from last year, which it was around 97%, to this year, which is around 59 or 60%. And I'll tell you this, it has gone this way because William Samoei Ruto started creating perception on people very long time ago, and this won him a lot of support. However, as time goes, people have come to realize this is just a statement, and people are getting tired of it. And the only thing the Deputy President had to do is to change the tact. Now, this is shocking because the Deputy President, in some of his campaign, has been crying foul and laughing at the President and Raila Amolo Odinga on the approach they are using to campaign. At one time, I think you have seen him laughing at him and castigating him, saying that the people who holds the power to choose the right leader of the country are the mama mboga, are the people on the ground, and not few people who can be called somewhere to sit and make decision on this. Today, as we speak, just last week, the Deputy President has had to hold 2 indoor meetings with groups of stakeholders whom he calls the mama mbogas and the boda boda riders, the taxi drivers, and so on and so forth. But in real sense, these are the stakeholders in Mount Kenya region. I think we can say in our political analysis that, or assessment, that the Deputy President has realized that in order to influence people at the grassroots, you need people who are popular within specific areas so that can be used to send your message. If you look at 48 laws of powers, they say that you should not do the work yourself. Instead, let people do it for you and you receive the praises. So William Ruto has played a one-man show for quite a long time. Again, if you look at William Ruto's campaign, and this is one of his undoing, he has been campaigning himself on the ground. He has had a few people around him, but in most of the campaign, he has taken the center stage. It is as a result of this that for just a day or two that he was outside the country, the other day when he had traveled to Dubai, Musalia Mudavadi, Moses Wetangula, and his brigade of Kimani Ichung'wah, Rigathi Gachagua, and whoever was there, when they went to Kajiado, they were not able to raise the numbers expected. This is a clear indication that if he will not be on the ground, he will not be able to pull the crowd, to communicate to the people, and to influence the people on how or on why they should vote him to power. I think the Deputy President has made a number of mistakes, and he has come to the realization that there is need to take it from a different approach so that he can again revamp the perception of the people. He can rejuvenate himself and come back to the people with a totally different approach on what he wants to do. And therefore, I'll conclude by saying that this is a change of tact. It is automatically a change of tact that the Deputy President has taken, while some other people may call it a copy and paste. That is, the Deputy President is copying and pasting what Raila Amolo Odinga has been doing in the past 3 months, meeting stakeholders from each level, from the grassroots. And actually, if you were following the Deputy President meeting the other day in Mount Kenya, he said very clearly that he's going to make such a kind of meeting with the people whom he believes they are the stakeholders at the grassroots level so that they can be able to pass his message to the people. He has come to realize, although not very late, that this is not a one-man show, that he needs to incorporate people so that these people could be his or can be his agent on the ground and communicate what he wants as he passes or as he continues with his campaign. Apart from the meeting he held in Mount Kenya, I think yesterday, if I'm not wrong, the other day, he held another meeting at Village Market with European investors, if you are following it. The people he was calling that they are influential people who have held hostage our economy. Now he has realized that he may not succeed if he does not work with them hand in hand. So today, I don't want to go into much, but I would wish to summarize by saying that the Deputy President William Samoei Ruto has decided to change tact, number one. And this is the 3rd time that he's doing it, because you can remember that the Deputy President has been termed as one of the political amoeba who is ready, willing, and quick to sense the changes that are there in the society and adapt to the new changes that are expected in the field so that he can keep on his numbers, or he can keep on his opinion percentage without losing at any point. However, beside everything that the deputy president is trying to do, I will say this: there are things that have tried to draw his attention from the campaign, and at the same time divide what he thought, or lead to the drop of the numbers that he thought he had won in Mount Kenya, because it is a fact and we cannot lie about this. What is going to define the president of the country in 2022 is the Mount Kenyan vote. The Mount Kenyan vote is the deciding factor. When you look at the Western Kenya has been known to be a swing vote or a battlefield where no individual, as much as Raila has been able to garner more votes in the region in the previous election, history shows that Western Kenya has been a battleground where every party, and it will not be shocking for William Ruto to get the 25% required for total votes from the county in Western Kenya. And so, while he may be in the process of changing his tact and coming up with a new strategy, the deputy president might have sensed a problem, especially on the side of his supporters. This is because some of the people that he had relied on for quite a long time have appeared to have started changing tact and joining other group. The latest case was this of MP from the northern part of the country. I can't remember, but there's a Muslim MP who recently decided to shift and join the Azimio group. So to most of the current politicians and the active radical politicians who are on the ground, they have come to realize that party politics or party nomination may not be a leading role, or that may not be a factor in election or in being elected as a member of parliament. And some of them have decided to go as independent candidate. And this is what William Ruto is fighting in the mind, because he believed by selling UDA with an ideology that, to my own assessment, was to introduce, and you remember he has tried this thing more than 2 times. Communism in China, a single party state. He thought that by adapting this approach, he would win support and later on come to do what is expected, or what he expected to do, but at the right time. But as early as February, it is unfortunate that people have started realizing this is not the path to go, that the civic education that has been carried in the country has given people an opportunity to identify and know the kind of leaders, even if it's not 100%, but a good percentage of the people in the country already know the kind of leaders they want to elect to lead them or to represent them in any of the houses. So, in a summary, the deputy president has to change tact, and that is what exactly he's doing, and this has come at the right time so that he can be able to forge a new path that would revamp his campaign strategy and win more support, especially from the areas that would be deciding factor or defining factor in terms of the presidential elections. In our next video, I'll look at the curious factor in presidential vote, because this week has had a lot of activities. If you have followed keenly, you realize that the deputy president has tried as much as possible to associate himself with Moses Kuria, and at the same time, the Azimio group, in one way or the other, has tried to link itself with Moses Kuria. And therefore, Moses Kuria is going also to be a factor in determining how the pattern or the voting pattern in Mount Kenya will be. That will be in our next discussion. But for today's discussion, I want to end there. And as I end my discussion today, I want to again request kindly, all who will have an opportunity to watch our today's video, you like our page, give our page a thumbs up, and for those who are first-time viewers, subscribe to our page so that anytime we upload any video, you are able to get it in advance. Otherwise, I want to thank you and wish you a blessed day.